War continues. We're back here with some more Turf Wars action. It's me, Daz. Joined with me is Fear. Fear, we're back with another matchup. aZapatos coming up against Reysbull here for our lower matchup. But before we get into that, I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, which is Twitch Prime. I'm sitting here with the laptop right now. Every Twitch Prime we get right now, I'll be reading on the stream. And of course, also as well, I wanted to shout out the merch, exclamation point merch in the chat, because again, the merch is going by quick. Fear, they got to get it before it's gone.
Oh, they have to. They have to. They have to Twitch Prime. Do you guys know that it's free? If you already have Amazon Prime, you just need to link your Twitch account. And once you do, you have
we
one
already
free
got
sub a
one.
month.
We already got one. Kiddling with the Prime. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm on it right now. I'm reading out every single one until we get into the game. But you saw the poster right there. You see it behind me as well. You're going to want to get it before it's gone. Those signed posters are going quick. And like you said, the clothes as well. I mean, honestly, the merch has been really nice so far. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. Okay, we got.
You're going to have to keep up with
We
that.
already have a hype train. Okay, so listen. Enter Harvest. Thank you. Oh, resub with the Twitch Prime. Swift, thank you for the Prime. Co-golfer, am I saying that right?
Yeah, looks right to me.
All right, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Odella, thanks for the Twitch Prime. Hergberg, AC, I see all of you. Jacob, Emmerich, thank you guys so much.
Coach, apparently.
Oh my God, Zapatos is coach.
Oh, here
the
they
Twitch
come
Prime.
in.
They're coming in so fast as we get ready to get this matchup in. It's me and Fear. Again, like I said, Zapatos versus Reysbull coming up. Big flavor. I'm not reading the rest of that.
I was wondering if he's going to get you with that.
Right. Rob, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Mr. Cuddles the Bear 2. Lava Pro. What is this?
Z Indiana Jones.
Z Indiana Jones. You're so smart. Croptopolis, thank you.
Yo,
as well.
Croptopolis. That's
months as well. Resubs. Oh, I'm just reading out all the subs. Oh my goodness. Incognito.
Yeah, Crop went tier 1 because he's prime sub to me, right, Crop?
Right. So that technically counts that one. And then we got 10 gifted just now. We reading out all the subs. Thank you guys so much. Again, you guys are the sponsors just as much as some of the other sponsors that we've had here. So matchup here, Zapatos versus Reysbull. How we feeling coming into this? It's been a crazy day so far.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how Zapatos is going to do. I think his game against Evo was one of the more exciting ones we had. Of course, Lion Blaze and AJ is always a classic, and it was again. But I think Zapatos has looked really good. I think the win over Evo is a big win. You know, a 3-1 win, I believe it was, over Evo is nothing small. I think it's a really good sign for Zapatos, and I think he could push even deep into the tournament if he could make it past Reysbull.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Reysbull did look very solid, but we also saw some signs of weakness against Calm there in the earlier match, at least towards the end of the series. But he's going to have to be on the entire time if he wants a chance to take down Zapatos, because Zapatos has been showing up and showing out for sure. So it's definitely going to be interesting. Listen, chat, don't worry. I didn't ignore you. Listen, Voltero, only because I know you, I'll shout you out, even though it was a regular sub. I said the primes. I'm talking about the primes here right now. Cool Cop, I got you. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate it. Appreciate everybody else who's also been supporting the stream, all the follows, all the viewers right now. You guys are excellent. You guys are part of what makes an event like this so special. All your support is only going to support James, Bob, and Rizzo to be able to do something like this again. It's been definitely a very fun and I'd say memorable experience as well, Fear. I mean, how's your time been?
Oh, my time's been amazing. Being able to hang out with everybody in the break room, and now they have a live feed in there, so we get to see right as the game's going on. So it's been really intense, man. Everybody's getting into it. Everybody, you know, even the family members, people who maybe haven't, you know, been dropped out or whatever. Everybody's focused in and excited about what we have here today.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we were watching that last matchup with Evo's dad. He was just so active with everything going on, and obviously Evo's not in the tournament anymore, but it's still like, you know, the competition, seeing who's gonna win, seeing all these really high level plays come out has just been a lot of fun and been very intense over the course of this. So
yeah, you can't help but get caught up if you're sitting here, if you're going through it, if you're seeing like what these players go through. You can't help but just love the product like we all do, like everybody in chat does. All these primers, you know they love it.
Oh yeah, they absolutely love it. As you can see, Zapatos and Reysbull sitting down, getting set up.
So I think, do they have a prediction graphic for us? Can we do predictions?
Oh, I would like to do that. I'm pretty sure they do, but we're going to wait to see if it pops up in front, and then we'll go with it for that. But, I mean, we could still do predictions without a graphic if you really want to.
Sure. I'll get into my predictions first.
There you go.
I think Zapatos, he got a tough game against Evo. I think he got probably a better warm-up, I would say. The Calm Reysbull series was a bit weird, and I think it might have even worked against Reysbull having to play in that position, and Zapatos just looked insane. So I'm
Right.
actually going to go Zapatos here over Reysbull.
Okay, I like that. I like that. See, for me, I think, yeah, I can understand Zapatos taking a couple early games, as you can see him like listening over. But I don't know. I think for me also, Reysbull has his own style, and once he kind of gets going and locked in, we can see him totally like dominate. And maybe even with that, and knowing his experience as well, just being in high pressure situations, I think that could also come through here in this matchup. So I'll go Reysbull here.
Okay, yeah, there's a good argument. I think we've yet to see fully what Reysbull can do. He had that match against Evo. He almost had the reverse sweep, so he was definitely looking good there.
Right.
And then he was just the favorite against Com the whole way. So this should be a really close matchup. Both of these guys speak Spanish, so maybe we'll see a little Spanish trash talk
Yeah.
across the table.
We won't understand it at all.
We won't, but they will, and that's what's important.
Right. So it'll like you said. I mean, also, I would say once we kind of get into it as well, I think for Reysbull, the speed is definitely going to be a wake up call because Zapatos will come out with a lot of speed, and we know he has those low boost challenges, which are very effective, as well as also just his car control.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the car control has been phenomenal from Zapatos this way through. I've not seen anyone move with a Cintio like that before.
Yeah, I want to see another double flip reset musty.
Yeah, so I'm ready to go, and I think the players are as well. So let's get this matchup going.
aZapatos era un nuevo jugador que no conocía, pero igualmente vas a perder.
Reysbull, we've had some close games in the recent past, but I think I'll take this series.
You heard it here. Reysbull versus Zapatos. They've had close games in the past, but now this, a big decider in the loser semifinal. Who's going to come out on top?
Zapatos is going to get control of the ball at first. Soft touch. He doesn't have much boost to work with. He wanted to go with ball possession over the boost after the start of the kickoff, and he seems to be okay with it now. High ball, and that's going to be a really tough spot to play with zero. Nice use of the late flip, and actually Reysbull went all in here. I think there should be a counterattack, and Zapatos will be the first to strike.
There you go. Good counterattack. Like you said, Reysbull going all in, and it's a quick response here from Zapatos. Able to get that one. Nice roller in.
And this is a story me and you have talked about a lot of Zapatos games now, and he's always on no boost, but it doesn't seem to matter.
It doesn't.
Still gets his first goal.
No, I mean, the confidence with being so low on boost, it just seems like we could talk all day about the risks that are being taken there, but for him, it's as if those risks don't exist because, again, that confidence and that ability to know when they go in and go out of the plays has been very effective. Here he is now. He's just going to throw a little testing ball, see how much boost Reysbull has before Dyson takes possession again.
Yeah, really strong touch from Zapatos. As soon as he gained control, even though Reysbull was all the way on the back wall,
Oh, he got him.
Reysbull, nice shot. Reysbull's going to get his first. But that's the kind of speed that Zapatos is always playing with. He pretty much refused to take his time. He wanted to speed up the play right back to Reysbull.
Yeah, you can see, again, he was going for that boost race. He ends up losing the boost race. Boom, Reysbull catches him there, and since he knows, okay, this guy's playing with low boost, he's playing very close, let's try to play the other way, but that's not a good touch. Tries to reach
Wow.
and doesn't get the save. It's going to be Reysbull with the lead.
Yeah, when you fake these kickoffs, you're not trying to get a touch like Zapatos did. You're trying to set up the ball to roll right past you into the corner so you can go pick up that corner boost. And tapping it back into the center field for Reysbull to shoot. It was the worst case scenario, but he actually almost got back. I was pretty impressed with the free flip, but it'll still be a Reysbull goal on the mistaken kickoff. The wave dash kickoff has been the key for Zapatos and is what forced Lion Blaze into doing so many delays.
The bump, he's got to get that.
Reysbull, he's quick. He's got a third.
He's quick, you're right. And, you know, the thing was we thought it would be a bit of a difference. Like, it would take Reysbull some time to get, like, into this game. But, I mean, he's come out, and he's, like, forcing these situations. He's putting Zapatos in some very uncomfortable positions, and he's taking advantage of every single ounce of space he gets.
Yeah, kickoffs for Reysbull have been good. He was able to capitalize on the mistake from Zapatos on the fake, and then when Zapatos went to his main kickoff, that wave dash, still didn't work out for him, but he's going to get this one. So it's a back and forth shortly, seconds after the kickoff.
Able to pick it back up. We've already gotten 5 goals within about the first minute and 5 seconds. Zapatos able to strike back now, making this a 1-goal game. Really being effective on that kickoff.
Let's see what they go for here. Slight offset. Both double wave dash kickoff right perfectly in unison. Reysbull's going to hit it a little bit faster. The ball lost in Zapatos' half, so he's going to have to try and take control, and he couldn't do so. Reysbull putting right on top of him right away. Gets a fourth.
Look at this. I mean, it's just the threat of Reysbull, that positioning, forcing Zapato to try to get a little bit of a challenge there, but Reysbull remains patient. He knows where he has his opponent in a tough spot, and then he just lets Zapatos do all the work for him, and that's wide open.
Yeah, you have to make those plays quick, because we'll see if Zapatos gains control of the ball in the corner with 100, you actually don't want to come all the way in to challenge him. But in the moments when he hasn't collected it yet, that's when you can come and take it away, and that's what Reysbull did there. Zapatos is going to be forced quick off this back corner in order to protect this ball to midfield. Reysbull did steal that, but 33 boost. I wonder if Zapatos is thinking about going high. He is. Great placement. And now he's got Reysbull in the net. Can he keep him there? No, he can't. Doesn't have the boost, and it's a great recovery from Reysbull.
I mean, phenomenal recovery as well, because you could see Reysbull was thinking about testing Zapatos, because he was wondering, okay, you haven't jumped off the sidewall yet, even though you have a lot of space in the ball. Maybe you're just low on boost. Maybe I have a chance to challenge. But the fact that he was able to put a top left corner shot like that from that position was very well done from Zapatos, but the save from Reysbull even better there.
Yeah, I think Zapatos is playing a bit ahead of himself right now. Watching him play, these wave dashes, though, sometimes when they don't work, they can look a little bit silly. This is a great demo, though. This one, wave dash did work. So right as I say that, he cleans it up, and he uses one of these patented blank hitbox wave dashes to take Reysbull off the field.
Very well done. You see him also take his time after he gets the demo. Okay, let's just slow things down, make sure I put this in the back of the net. 1 goal game as we approach the halfway point in game 1. But we've already seen 7 goals between these two as they've been matching. As we go back to what Zapatos said before getting into this one, we've always played close. That's what he thinks when he plays Reysbull. And so far, it's standing true.
Reysbull first to take to the skies, but it's not going to work. A reset. I wonder if he didn't get this reset because he didn't use it. And Zapatos actually challenged at a tough time. I think if Reysbull got that, he pushes it over the top of Zapatos, so it must not have connected perfectly, and Zapatos gets to tie it up.
Yeah, it seemed like the way he was like lining up that flip was he has to execute there, because you could see it. His card fell off the ball, so much space from that, and it's not even a 50 at that point. Zapatos just has a clear lane, just like he does now right off the kickoff. Back-to-back goals, Zapatos with the lead.
Yeah, there are players who can get away with their air dribbles, and they do good at setting them up in a position where even when they mess up, they're going to be okay, and Reysbull didn't have that then. I've seen him do it like that in the past, but he's maybe not as good at it as like the previous game we saw AJ, maybe one of the best at staying safe while getting in the air.
Now Zapatos been able to kind of shift the momentum here into his favor. He's got the lead, he's got control, but Reysbull not done yet as he is fighting for a way back into this game. Only down by 1. As we hit that 2-minute mark, Reysbull with a lane. Is he going to be able to sink this one in? He should be able to, but Zapatos, you saw that challenge, looking to block things out and throwing Reysbull a little bit off of his game.
Yeah, Reysbull, he recognized that the ball wasn't going to fall underneath the crossbar in time, so he just tapped it up to make a possession play. Zapatos the miss! He needed what a save! Oh my goodness, Zapatos, such a bad mistake, but he made up for it.
Holy, that's a crazy recovery. And then he's taking that momentum, trying to turn it the other way, loses that 50 though. Reysbull's going to get the boost. Zapato has to be under 40, but he's still staying close to the ball, making sure Reysbull doesn't feel too comfortable that he has too much room. From an incredible save, so much just happened. But again, Zapato's able to hold on to his lead for now.
Reysbull, soft flick, got a tough save from Zapatos. Sometimes it's not about the strength, it's about the placement. If you can put it directly behind the car of that defender, you can put them in a tough spot. He's got Zapatos on 0 boost now. Challenge that Reysbull's certainly going to win. No way that this wave dash can get him back this time. So Reysbull will tie it up.
Great tying goal here from Reysbull. I mean, after being unsuccessful and then having to kind of turn things around on defense, able to recover. Great 50, and then able to turn that into a tying goal here. My goodness, it has been quite the start to this series. 5 goals apiece, 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. As both these two players are both fighting for their lives in the bracket. Zapatos is going to be able to get that one to equalize. He will take the lead off of a kickoff goal.
Crucial goal. There's a lot of leads that happen in 1v1, and I think in different game modes you can start milking the clock a little bit, but I usually go off of about the last minute. If you have the lead in the last minute, you can start changing your style slightly. You shouldn't go full time waste by no means with only 1 goal lead, but he does get to dictate the game now, because as the clock winds down, it's on Reysbull to try and clean it back up. And Zapatos trying to pinch that to stop the wall to air dribble. He did stop it for now, but Zapatos is likely going to have to leave the ball. This is not the first time I've thought that, and he hasn't done it. He's just going to go back to his net, soft flick, and now nothing left for Zapatos. Has to be, as Reysbull tries to break him down from the corner. What another good challenge. Zapatos on the back wall, making sure he can cover high and low. Reysbull did decide to go low, and eventually he'll get the goal and tie it up.
Very smart stuff here from Reysbull. I mean, even in his approaches, he definitely didn't go too all in on them to where he would have a hard time recovering. The recoveries were really great. He was able to get control, slow down aZapatos because he was mindful of how much boost he had and executed very well. So again, tied up here. 6-6, 38 seconds left. aZapatos, good flick. That's going to go in. And it takes the lead here off kickoff.
This is playing hitbox, if you ask me. You get underneath this ball so much quicker, and then the flick is so much stronger with the playing hitbox. And he made it work. The Sentio. Maybe we're going to have some more people playing Sentio after watching this tournament.
I mean, it's, yeah, if you're up and coming in ones, it might be something that could throw things off. Everybody's so used to Octane, Fennec, sometimes even Dominus, but not the plank. aZapatos so far so good. He's looking to add another goal, and it'll be 8-6 as things start to close on game one.
This is what I'm talking about, playing your lead. I think aZapatos knows that Reysbull feels like he needs to challenge. 30 seconds left to go. If he takes a slow dribble flick and then starts to pin Reysbull in his net, guaranteed the game is over. So Reysbull has to turn, and aZapatos, who won the kickoff, can flick right away, put it over the top of him, and extend it even more.
Now, what does Reysbull have in the tank? Doesn't have a lot of time, has to be effective. Flip reset, no, doesn't get it, or doesn't use it. aZapatos now trying to maneuver around. Does he get this one? No, Reysbull able to deny, but the clock is ticking down. And we are coming to a close here on Sovereign Heights. It looks like it will happen, yes. Game one going to aZapatos. It was a close affair as Reysbull almost actually found the angle. That was nuts.
Yeah.
But he'll end up going down in this series. We'll try to see if he can walk away with one more. He will not. 8-6 scoreline.
It's been a great back and forth between both of them. I mean, I think for the majority of that game, we could have seen it go either way, so nothing too much to shake off for Reysbull. I think he just needs to get back in to his game. Long series, he's definitely still in it.
Yeah, definitely still in it. I agree here. But man, that series, that game, I should say, had so many different directions it was going in, right? So much change of pace and control. I mean, Reysbull there with a very electric opener. I think that, like, again, that speed and him understanding the kind of tough spots that he put aZapatos in, like, it seemed like, okay, he has a bit of a read here, but aZapatos started to change things up, and you could really see it when, especially towards the final minute, we were sitting there all tied up. It just looked like, even though the game was so close, aZapatos kind of had that extra step on Reysbull.
Yeah, and that's the kind of edge that he, in the first few minutes, he didn't have. I feel like a ton of his little wave dashes and things, almost nerves, maybe back. He's played a few games now, but maybe back on the stage again for that first game, first few minutes. He ironed it out, and towards the end, once he finally did, that's when he started to get the edge. But it was really back and forth after each few minutes, and it was all up to who was going to have it when it finally got to those final few seconds, and it just happened to be aZapatos.
So, one tick for aZapatos, moving on into the lower finals, but one mark on the door that is closing on Reysbull. He's got to try to come back here. Game number 2 on your screen.
We are going to see aZapatos stick with the Sentio and Reysbull with the Octane. We see a lot of card changes when players lose, but I don't think either one of these guys have been moving too much. They like what they got.
Yeah, I think we'll end up seeing these cards. That's a great challenge from Reysbull. Good follow-up, reads the bounce, and gets the first goal. Another start here in favor of Reysbull.
I like to see aZapatos not being afraid. I mean, we saw the double flip reset in his last game just before. You know, he does have the aerial game. He does need to take it. This time, Reysbull is going to intercept it right away. I don't think that means aZapatos should just stop going to the air dribbles. I think he definitely could still make them work. Just credit to Reysbull on good defense.
Good defense and a good kickoff. It'll be 2 for Reysbull. Looking like similar signs here for game 1. Again, back-to-back goals for him.
Yeah, wave dash kickoff on the diagonal. This is something that I've talked about a lot. It seems really hard to execute perfectly or use really reliably. I think Moxie from France does some wave dash kickoffs on the diagonal. For the most part, the people I see doing wave dashes, and now I've got aZapatos on the list. Look at that.
There you go.
This is how you do it. You think I can't do it? I'll do it right now, and I'll show you how it gets me a goal.
Yeah, very well done. Wave dash, recovery, boom. Into the back of the net. Slowing things down. 1 goal game.
Ooh, see, I can't tell if aZapatos is getting what he wants there on that wave dash. It seems like didn't get out as quickly as he would have liked to. We saw him against Evo win every single race to the midfield boost. What a fake from Reysbull. Can he find the angle?
Oh, he can't.
No, he can't. Oh, and aZapatos somehow
He
got
got
that
the
corner
boost.
boost. What the heck? aZapatos, he is out of his own half now. He's going to take up for the wall air dribble. Reysbull's going to just,
Turn off.
yeah, he's just going to stay on the wall to make sure aZapatos doesn't take it. But wow, what a great catch. The save, 61 boost. Reysbull did a good job of not using too much of it. And now a pinch and a boost steal in the corner. He's going to take the mid and corner. And aZapatos the miss. Reysbull the quick counter and a third.
Very solid here. Look at Reysbull. I mean, the amount of control, first of all, getting that Goomba on him,
Yeah.
and then as well being able to keep the momentum, keep the speed, put that one in. Reysbull, strong counterattack. aZapatos cannot get too comfortable being in that offensive half. Reysbull still showing his horns.
Yeah, this was the clean one that we've seen aZapatos do a ton. He actually usually loses these, but he plans on winning the race to the midfield and using that. Is he going to be able to score off this demo? Not likely with a full field to cover. I like that cut, but couldn't get it behind Reysbull. Look at this wave dash.
He thought he
Reysbull
could get
didn't
the
expect it. And aZapatos is going to punish him.
Yep, you can see Reysbull start to lean over towards that boost. He wanted it really bad. And aZapatos, great recovery, great follow-up as well, bringing it back within one.
Yeah, it's all about that. He's single jumping, turning towards the play, and then wave dashing to get the speed. That's the kind of movement that Reysbull isn't expecting. And using that wave dash to turn around is what's the difference in making that play.
Reysbull dudes on the defensive end here. aZapatos trying to take things low, but the ball gets away from him. Great recovery, really fast. You saw the camera check as well, looking to see where Reysbull is, and even then, great stop on the goal line. Reysbull immediately gets to that ball and puts a shot on.
Oh, Reysbull in the air. Nice outplay. He saw the early challenge coming, so he just hits strong. He knows he's not going to get it on net, but the point is to get it around aZapatos. I think he was hoping for something a little bit better in the corner, maybe a catch to bring to net quicker. But still, not the end of the world. He's going to try and stay on this ball, even though aZapatos tipping it back to his half. Nice dunk. Reysbull, as he was trying to gain control of the ball, had it right on top of his car. You got to protect it a little bit more on the forefront. What a 50 from aZapatos, and he'll tie the game.
Oh my God, he's using the plank. And he's showing, he's like, this is a tall and strong plank. You're going to need a little bit more than that tiny octane to get past me. Able to push that one in. Tied up ball game here. Great 50 in front for aZapatos.
aZapatos, will we see the wave dash again? I think what we need to see from Reysbull, and we saw this when aZapatos was playing Lion Blaze, and I also noticed Lion Blaze kept this strategy against AJ, almost like he decided, hey, this is maybe just good all around, which is that really delayed kickoff, because aZapatos was so good at it. He just delayed it, chipped it away, and then he did that a ton against AJ, even though AJ wasn't using the wave dash kickoff. So if Reysbull, I think Reysbull should experiment that. I think he's right behind me, so who knows if he's hearing me, and we'll see him do it later, but that could be a good way to handle aZapatos' style.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if he would understand you either.
Oh, well, when I talk to him in text, he definitely understands.
Yeah, he understands text. I think from like when I've actually like tried to speak to him, you know, we got to bring the translator in play. But
I'm still impressed with anybody's multiple languages. Look at the shot. I'm impressed with this shot as well.
That was
off the ceiling.
oh
my! Look
He
at the
boosted
little
up
bit
and
of boost.
everything.
Yeah, a little bit of boost to just go get the reset so he could fall back down and use it to score. That's actually insane.
Boost into the flip. Very well done. Very well done. 9 boosts, but it actually does matter in that particular circumstance. Right back at it. Reysbull, I mean, just going the extra effort. But also aZapatos is forcing him to. That's the biggest thing here. Like the way he's been playing so close to the ball and the way that even on low boost he's still just such a threat. He's been forcing Reysbull to kind of play a more risky game here.
Flick, aZapatos. See if Reysbull is able to end the possession. We just saw aZapatos get a good backboard touch to end Reysbull's possession, and now it looks like Reysbull does the same thing. Neither one of these guys are getting multiple attacks in a row, but aZapatos, who flew underneath this ball, he has a way less boost than Reysbull, and he's still going to turn right back on it. That is classic him from what we've watched him do so far. He'll be able to get the reset on any, though. He's definitely playing like he is confident in this position. Reysbull's he's just holding on to his 100. He thinks, eventually you're going to have to leave me, and I'm going to get my opportunity, and here it is, the flick, but it's soft, and aZapatos gets the save.
aZapatos, strong flick downfield. Looking to see if he can break through. The Reysbull has been covering things very well here. Not trying to show too much weakness as we approach that final minute. Reysbull in the lead, but it's only a 1-goal lead. Very fragile here in this matchup. Reysbull again gets blocked out from aZapatos. fighting for possession. He takes to the sky, gets the flip, uses it, but not going to be able to get the dunk there. Reysbull still able to cover the net well.
Yeah, he stole the boost.
Yeah.
That's key. And so he's going to try and keep Reysbull pinned back here. This is a good first touch. And he tried to go for a tight angle. I think he tried to get like a glancing blow shot there, and he didn't get it. I don't know if he needed to be that desperate for a shot. He just needed to keep Reysbull on his back line. Yeah, and see, Reysbull's going to score. I think it comes down to aZapatos. He did have 35 seconds to make that goal, and he had Reysbull in a really tough spot. So only a mistake like flying past the ball was going to get Reysbull out of there. So a little bit more calm play from aZapatos might have been better there.
Yeah. Especially when you see how much time's left on the clock there as well. You have to make sure you're executing, because a miss like that could lead to some problems, but he's able to make back up for it here. 27 seconds left. It's a 1-goal game.
Another wave dash kickoff. Reysbull actually trying to match him there, but got too high on the ball. You want to get either center or even a little bit under, because you see when aZapatos does it best. He's almost having the ball help push his car back down to the ground to get the quick wave dash. Reysbull got too high, and too slow in the recovery.
This could be a chance for Reysbull to get back into the series. Keep in mind, he is down by a game. aZapatos did take game 1. Reysbull now with a 1-goal lead, 15 seconds left. He's looking to try to play keep away here for aZapatos.
Yeah, he just last bit of boost, pushed it away. So it will be a final opportunity for aZapatos. He's going to take through the skies. He gets the reset. Reysbull pre-jumped. He went underneath.
He's got it!
aZapatos, he is so nasty with those. Reysbull has to respect him, but aZapatos can just fake.
Down to the final seconds. You got the flip, but didn't need to use it. And that was so sick, man.
Beautiful shot. Super important kickoff. I don't know if either one of these guys will be able to keep it up in the final 2 seconds. If they do, aZapatos can't get to this one. He'll let it hit down. So diagonal will be the final kickoff of game number 2.
Overtime in game 2. And a good kickoff here. aZapatos able to get possession and boost. You saw Reysbull pick up the mid. aZapatos trying to end this game, but Reysbull, great save out. aZapatos still with control. Another high flick. Reysbull again making contact, but only so much boost. You see aZapatos taking the corner. And Reysbull going to try to clear it out to give him some space.
Yeah, aZapatos tapping the ball high, trying to squeeze out every little bit of boost he had, but Reysbull did a good job. There was actually one moment where it looked like he lost control on the post, but he ultimately stayed in a position where he can get this clear, and now he should have a dribble here. I can't see what aZapatos is. aZapatos fake. He might have been able to take that away. Reysbull,
going for the bump.
He's going bump. aZapatos
got it!
around it.
Oh my goodness!
aZapatos, how did he find a way around that bump that seemed so well positioned? And now the wave dashes. I love these wave dash dribbles. The challenge from Reysbull, that could have been dangerous. Luckily into the corner, so aZapatos should have time to get back. Reysbull tapping it into the midfield. aZapatos actually saving it from that same corner as Reysbull. Does he have a shot right now? He's going to take one, and this is going to be, once again, a sequence from Reysbull. Look at that perfect landed net. He's trying to pressure the ball despite being low on boost, but he is very, very low. aZapatos,
scary.
he is
There's
throwing
the
it
shot.
at him. He's got it.
And aZapatos, what a finisher here. Puts Reysbull in the trap and lets loose right over his head, right under the crossbar, and is 1 game away from the lower finals. It was so close. You saw again, Reysbull, he had the lead all the way up into, okay, he had the lead all the way up until the final few seconds, and then aZapatos at the last 10 seconds goes for an incredible play, takes it to overtime, and wins it there.
Yeah, I love that confidence. I mean, aZapatos, the mental strength it takes to make that mistake that we were talking about where he flew past the ball and wasn't able to score and then be down 2 in 30 seconds and not worry about that and be able to come back is very impressive.
It was indeed. And now I think, okay, all right, we're getting word from production about some changes, but we'll let you know about those changes after this series has concluded. But right now, we need to see whether or not aZapatos can close this out. There's a chance here for a sweep, but I don't think it's that easy, as Reysbull, again, like we said, has been a force in his own right here in this particular matchup. So close. Last game was overtime. It looked like he had it in the bag, but he let it go.
Yeah, as you even said that sweep, I'm like, well, no way. The series has been so close. No way it
Right,
could be a sweep,
yeah.
but it actually could. I mean, aZapatos has won the first 2. Reysbull's looked, really good. I mentioned that the last time that he shouldn't feel too down about his performance. He definitely shouldn't feel too bad about that one. I mean, he probably hurts a little bit letting it slip away. But that was almost credit to just really clutch play by Zapatos. Reysbull, he can still take this series. It's going to be a reverse sweep if he's going to do it, and it'll start in here, game number 3.
So Wasteland Night is the destination. This could be the final game of the series, or we could be going to Neo Tokyo right after if this man keeps it up. Reysbull strikes first.
Charging down the bull, charging down Zapatos. He was locked in on him the whole way. He wasn't worried about the ball. He knew if there was no defender, it was not going to be any trouble to score. And a demo gets him his first.
First goal there for Reysbull, but throughout this entire series, always has had strong starts. It's about maintaining that against Azapatos because Azapatos can come back just like what we're seeing right now.
Are we seeing it? We are seeing it.
Gets the flick over. Yeah, I was a little concerned there when I saw Reysbull pop up on the screen. But Zapatos was able to sit that in.
Reysbull, super aggressive challenge. Zapatos had the ball up in his own top corner right near the ceiling, and that's a pretty tough place to try and take the ball away from him. And when he missed, I mean, Zapatos had the whole field in front of him. Like we said, we were sure he was going to have it. I don't know if he played it slow because he wanted to be sure of it, or if he just thought Reysbull might recover if he shot quick. But either way, he's the pro player, not us, and that's why he's got his first goal.
That's right. Now Zapatos is going to get demoed as Reysbull is going to send that one through. That's how much power was behind that shot. Take the lead again.
Yeah, I still think, you know, I think the open field air dribbles that we've seen from Zapatos twice now, both of them haven't worked. But like I said, I think he still needs to keep doing them. I think the one near towards the end of the last game was the reason why I made it to OT with that low take. So even though some of them miss, you still got to stick with that. It keeps Reysbull expecting those high. And in fact, the reason why he got the low fake was probably because he's been doing these and showing that he can take them. So definitely needs to keep at it, even though that one didn't work out.
Oh my goodness, too many fakes. Just shoot. That's how I when I watch. Because Zapatos almost looked like he had a top right lined up, but again went for another fake. And Reysbull, though, able to read it. I will say that much. Very strong challenges from Reysbull to kind of keep this a one-goal game. But Zapatos still with the ball, still with a chance. Has the flip, top left. Oh my goodness, it's almost automatic. You can't give him that space. Zapatos ties it up.
Yeah, he's on fire with it. And I felt like I could almost see for a moment as he took up the wall to air dribble, trying to decide whether or not he still wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And whether he's going to take it infield or not. But he did take it, and he showed just why he's so talented. The reset and the use of the boost to tap it top left to make it impossible to save.
Very well done there. Like you said, with the use of the boost. Now he's going to get that corner. Reysbull in trouble. Zapatos off the ceiling. Tries to put the shot on. But a great save coming out from Reysbull. Looking the other way. Will not go for the dodge into the ball, instead takes it low. Reysbull still with possession, and nope, not anymore. Zapatos demos him and gets control himself.
Yeah, Zapatos saw he's got the power slide around the ball, which means he's going to be a sitting duck for the demo. And now Zapatos will take yet another dribble. This is another spot that I think in order to get any power, he would have had to find a way to do his muskie. If he finds himself too high on the ball, that's usually what he goes for, but this time he's too far away. Nice low 50 from Reysbull. Oh, wait a second. How did Zapatos get back? I thought that was going to be a free goal.
I thought that was a goal too. Now it's going to go the other way, and I don't know if Reysbull can get back in time. Zapatos is going to look to slot that one in. Reysbull gets caught out. Zapatos takes that one for himself.
Yeah, nice recovery ability. I mean, I wish we could go back and almost see that from Zapatos' perspective, because there's a reason why we thought there was no chance for him.
Yeah.
And he just proved us wrong.
It seemed like he committed so hard on that initial play, and like there was no way of getting back. But Reysbull, I think Reysbull as well, there was no sense of urgency there from him. Next thing you know, you see Zapatos at the corner of your eye, and you're like, uh-oh. As I'm starting to feel similar every time I see him take the ball up the sidewall and he has 100 boosts. He'd be very deadly when he has room to line up those foot resets.
Yeah, Zapatos is just camping underneath the ball right now to force Reysbull to try and make it clear. He wants to punish this position from Reysbull. He has forced him to use all 100, so Reysbull is going to back off finally. Now to be Zapatos with space. Not the best of first touches, and that actually hurts him a lot. It makes it so Reysbull can, ooh, what a 50 though. Oh, he's going to throw some musty. Wait,
He
Zapatos, he missed! He won
Ain't
the
no
throw
way.
style.
Ain't no way.
Score.
I mean, it looked great, but you got to score it.
You wanted to do one for the fans. Oh, here we go. Maybe for the fans again. Did he get this reset? Seems like he kind of didn't, but he'll take it to the ground. Look at that late flick. Not often you see the single jump and wait it for almost to come all the way back down before you flick it. Maybe trying to catch Reysbull off guard, but Reysbull the double jump bomb. Nice save from Zapatos. He should be able to get possession here.
Yeah, great control. Ball on top of the hood. Sees Reysbull with the initial fake challenge. Tries for the flick to test him. Reysbull low boost, uses a low amount of boost. Is going to be able to knock Zapatos out the way. And now to catch up, because that one was right in front of the goal line. Got around it in time. Reysbull now trying to move upfield. Can he get this corner? He can. He does win that race. Now he's trying to control the ball. Minute 30 left. He's down by 1. And he might be down by 2 depending on his bounce. Post,
Ooh.
and it's in. Zapatos gives Reysbull no time to recover.
Yeah, Reysbull has actually been doing a really good job. Of course, he scored on here, so it's going to make me seem wrong. But these low boost situations earlier when he was making those saves off the back wall, those are really hard to make right.
Yeah.
And he did so. And then he finally thought he had an opportunity to maybe set up some offense at the midfield. But Zapatos, he does not give you any opportunities. He is just going to keep challenging you again and again and again. And now he's got himself up 2, but is he going to get control of this ball? They 50 here. Zapatos holding down the power slide, the wave dash. He wanted to go get boost, but he realized he did not have the time to do so, that he had to turn right back on the ball. Another single jump challenge to cover the high options as well. Flip when he realized he was going to go low.
Oh, they get the corner.
He's finally got his opportunity. Reysbull couldn't find anything. Great defense from Zapatos. So wave dashes. Always trying to catch Reysbull off guard.
Reysbull, yeah, that's going to go in. Solid pinch there. Now for Reysbull, it's about working with what he has given the time that's left here. That's going to be the biggest challenge for him because Zapatos can still play a lot of control. Obviously, you know, we had talked about it earlier. You don't want to be too passive there in the final minute. If anything, we might see even Zapatos be more aggressive, as we have seen that in the past before. So it's all about how Reysbull chooses to play. Zapatos coming out already, sending a flick to him, but they'll end up pinching it off that back wall.
Yeah, Zapatos might have had a quick shot off kickoff, but instead went for the boost. And that can be one of the ways you could argue you're playing a little bit more passive. It's so important to have the boost advantage as the clock winds down. I think that's the difference between who's able to find a goal, but this is a good dribble from Reysbull. Is he going to try and bump Zapatos? He will to tie it up.
Oh, man. Look at the Bull charging once again. Gets the touch out. You know it's coming. But is there anything you can do to stop it? As he says, toodaloo. And now makes this a tied-up game.
Every single game has been so close, but Reysbull in the last 25 seconds, he needs to close it out. He hasn't done it yet. He's going to try and match Zapatos on the wave dash kickoff. Zapatos going to use the last bit of boost he does have to touch a soft play at the net. Now Reysbull should be low as well. He's going to try and just take directly down the field. Certainly Zapatos is going to get this save, but he's going to be forced into net. So Reysbull from the corner, a fake first to get, a flick over the top. Can he get back around this ball and finish it? He can. Reysbull will take the lead.
He'll take the lead. 4 seconds left in this game. There is still time for Zapatos, but Reysbull has turned this game around as he's trying to keep himself alive in Turf Wars.
Will we see a delay? I think we haven't seen a ton of delays from Zapatos, but we see this late sometimes to kind of being cheeky and have the ball roll into you. Zapatos is just going to go to what he knows best. He likes his wave dash. He needs to get the ball in the air, though, and that's certainly going to hit the ground. So Reysbull will not be getting swept, and he will begin his journey on the reverse sweep with game number 3.
Sheesh. That one, that had me locked in, okay? The way that looked as if, you know, Zapatos is going to be able to close it out. Reysbull now bringing it back, and which is also a callback to Salty Shores when Zapatos did the same thing. It was 10 seconds left, able to tie it up. But this time, Reysbull not only does that, he ends the game as there's only 4 seconds left. Handled the kickoff very well. That can be such a high-pressure situation, especially when you know you're on match point. You can't afford to make mistakes like that, and Reysbull doesn't.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome going forward. I mean, we've been given 3 amazing games. I can't expect anything else. Sometimes 1v1 battles go really heavy in a player's favor in one game and then really heavy swings back the other way. And these guys, they've been nice to us. They've given us 3 close ones the whole way down, which has been great to watch.
Yeah, it has been. It's been night and day, especially if we think back to our earlier series that we at Cassie, it was very one-sided. This one, it's been just close the entire way through. And now the way this is shaped to set up is for Reysbull, he's got to kind of battle back into this series. But for Zapatos, he was so close to ending it. Now it's just about keeping the mental locked in, making sure, okay, now we're going into this next game. Because sometimes a lot of people struggle with being able to close out a series, especially when you know you're on match point, you lose the first game, you're like, oh, it's okay, I have 2 more. But if this one drops, I mean, it's going to be an even playing field. We go to Champions Field. Zapatos, I mean, this is, if there's any ideal time for him to end it, it's right here, right now.
Oh, definitely. There's these once players have the mentalities that they can grind. They can deal with almost anything because you just go play some once ranked for a little bit, and you'll realize how hard it is to just play this game mode at all. So I've always been really impressed, even with any age range. Even the young players seem to have pretty good mentalities when it comes to dealing with losses and dealing with the game not going their way. So I actually expect aZapatos to come out strong. Of course, he's already scored a goal to make me even more right, but he wants to end it here and now.
He does. Already, this time, he's the one who scores first, though. I believe this is the first time he scored the first goal this series. But most of the time, it's been Reysbull with the first one. And sometimes the first two. Reysbull's always had strong starts. And now Reysbull playing a little bit from behind. Doesn't necessarily matter too much in the grand scheme of things. But aZapatos, some solid challenges and some good opening pressure here.
This will likely be an air dribble if Reysbull doesn't get stopped by the ceiling. aZapatos actually went to the ceiling to pre-jump and make the save. So Reysbull will play it low. And he pre-jumps again. He's able to keep him out. Can keep him out forever. Looks like that backflip will do it.
See the wave dash, getting some speed. Has full boost. Wrapping around the ball. Plays it high to see what Reysbull does. Now looking for a bump on it. And had to really just throw the ball off track so he could go get boost. But Reysbull now with possession.
Interesting fake by aZapatos. aZapatos, as soon as he picked up the corner boost, full on boosted, flipped towards the play, made it look like he was going to early challenge, and then landed, turned back around, actually got Reysbull to get rid of possession there and take a less than ideal shot. So it works especially well considering how much he's been challenging quickly all series long. He's now finally cashing in on that a little bit and making Reysbull give it away.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the way he's been able to get these challenges, whether it's low boost, whether it's on the ground, even you saw a couple of them that were, he was backwards earlier and still able to play a backwards low 50 into a favorable position for him. aZapatos very much a threat when he is close to the ball. And even right now, look at this. Reysbull low boost, he's getting bumped, he's getting bullied, the ball's sending towards his net, able to recover, but he's not going to be able to get that corner, and he's going to be in a tough spot.
Great flip onto the back wall to keep his momentum here, and he is just not left. Sometimes in ones, when you have zero boost, instead of going to get boost, you actually have to stay at the play. As soon as you leave, you're just going to get exposed. So he has to try and milk as long as he can. He actually did a good enough job here because he was able to pick up a corner. Now he's getting chased down. The ball rolling a bit too fast probably to set up a dribble unless you take it to the ceiling. Reysbull, ever the creative player, he's going to catch the ball back down. He's got aZapatos moving left and right in net. Couldn't break him down.
Still struggling with that as well. He's going to take him for a spin. aZapatos is going to take the ball and put it in 3-0 as the first half of this game has been all aZapatos, even with that one play we saw there from Reysbull. You saw the recovery.
Yeah, every time I see aZapatos get messed up and I'm watching the other player's perspective, I think, oh, finally, you've gotten aZapatos off your back. But no, you never have aZapatos off your back. He'll just turn around and half flip into the challenge, take it away, and find a way to score.
So comfortable doing that, too.
Good kickoff play, though, from Reysbull. I still haven't seen the delay from him, which I do think is something he could explore to try and take aZapatos down. But either way, he got control of this one, and he's able to hold on to it to get his first goal.
Quick one, lots of speed. You see, again, that initial soft touch there to set it up. And then it's really just a speed test from that point. Reysbull able to get to the ball much more quickly than aZapatos. Despite how fast aZapatos has been recovering, this time got caught off.
Wave dash for aZapatos, per the usual. Might be able to take it for a shot. You see Reysbull thinking about going to get boost, but recognized he had to stop in his tracks in order to stop the angle. aZapatos can either reset. Ooh, couldn't get it in time.
Oh, that was a little awkward.
Yeah.
And yeah, Reysbull's going to be able to cash that in. You saw a chance for the recovery, but the flip was a little messed up there from aZapatos coming down on the ground. Took a little bit too many extra turns there, and just gave so much time for Reysbull to line that goal up.
Yeah, when you're taking those air dribble attacks, you got to set them up far enough away from the defender so that they can't just easily reach you as you set it up. And there, aZapatos trying to get it so close. Reysbull is going to punish him for that. And aZapatos has really not wanted Reysbull to ever have a wall to air dribble. Reysbull is really good with these. And off these kickoffs, he's going to do it again. He tried to pinch it again. He says, I do not want to let you up the wall. I know how good you are at it. And Reysbull just keeps going back and forth trying to find a way to get there. And aZapatos won't let him.
He really won't. Reysbull gets a little bit of space, but it's still a race with aZapatos, and he has to make his choice very closely and carefully considering his boost. Now he's just going to put a shot on. aZapatos is not going to be able to get a defensive save. Instead, Reysbull will get the tying goal.
Yeah, these are the kind of things you'd expect to see more often with how aggressive aZapatos is. You know, this should be the counterplay to it. When somebody's all over the top of you, these long shots should eventually expose them. And it's credit to aZapatos that we actually haven't seen that happen too often. This is one of the first times those long shots have made it through.
Yeah.
But aZapatos doing well with the close pressure.
Close pressure, and that pressure only builds as the time ticks down. That's not a good touch from Reysbull. Good stop there. It's going to go off the ceiling. Chance here. Both players able to grab boost. aZapatos has to retreat. Trying to stay close, but he gives it to Reysbull, who's going to slot it in. And a chance here is Reysbull finally in front of this game.
You'll see these crucial moments a lot in 1v1 where a ball will roll up kind of near midfield. Both players will split out to 100 boost and then turn back and have to decide who's going to win this race.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to lose the race, you can't go to the ball. So both of them kind of playing hesitant. Reysbull realized he won the race and then was able to take that in for the lead.
Wave dash kickoff works well for aZapatos, able to get that mid boost. Now a chance to get back and tie this one up, but Reysbull, the aggressive challenge, won't be able to get a piece of the ball. Gets demoed by aZapatos, so now it's a chance for aZapatos.
aZapatos, another dribble straight down the center of the field. Huge flick. Reysbull's pre-jumping it. Not sure if he got that much of a touch. aZapatos going to wave dash to get momentum right back, looking for the top of the net. Reysbull covers it again, and he's done such a good job in these spots of staying alive, but can he do it now? He's got 70 boosts to work with, despite not being able to get a 100 pad. aZapatos is going to throw him in the net once again. Can he keep him there? He sets up from the side wall. He feels the pressure. You see these flips. He's panicking a little bit as if he thought Reysbull was coming to challenge. He needs to be a little bit more calm despite being down. He's still in control.
30 seconds, though. Takes it to the air. Has the flip. Gonna go all the way through. aZapatos with the tie.
aZapatos, I swear he gets powered up on the aerials when the game absolutely needs it. He's going to these plays only when they're the most important, and he's always pulling them off.
Man's like lightning. It just, once he gets through, you better watch out. And he was able, it's so deadly when you see him on that air dribble. You know the flip reset's coming. The amount of ball control there is fantastic. But he, again, has to be careful here. A match point situation. Reysbull not going to go down that easy. As Reysbull keeps this one high. Going to air dribble, double, it's in! Reysbull looking for Champions Field.
Reysbull has the ice as well. He says, you can take to the skies, so can I. The nice outplay. Sees the pre-jump, so he uses boost to push it over the top of the jumping aZapatos. And the key to make that work is to be able to get the angle on the double. And players like Reysbull, they don't miss as he takes the lead.
10 seconds. Chance here. Ball gets away from aZapatos. It's now in front of him. Final few seconds. Can he get this boost? He can. Reysbull with the ground pinch, but the ball bounces. And aZapatos has it. Insta challenge from Reysbull, and that one will stay on the sidewall. Is there a chance for aZapatos? Reysbull saying no. He's going to kill that, and we are going to a defining game 5 between these two players.
Oh my goodness. Was this, we had this happen, no, this was Evo. This was Evo to Reysbull. Reysbull came back, got 2, but wasn't able to finish it off against Evo. So will Reysbull be able to do it against the other youngster we have here, aZapatos? Seems like he's got a good, I mean, every single game has been close. It's been crazy. I talked about it before. Not a single one of these has been heavily in one favor. That's not something that happens in ones a lot.
Yeah, this one has just been down to the wire, down to the final seconds every single time. You think you know where it's going to go. No, it's going in a completely different direction. I wish I had seatbelts. I got this stool. I've been sliding off of it. Viewers been watching me the entire time. But, man, this is where the pressure builds, and this is where these players make their mark right here.
Yeah, Champions Field, it defines the players. Everything that they work for comes down to the final game. I think they want to be under those Champion Field's lights, hear the announcer yell, "What a save!" when they get something that's, you know, really maybe not even that crazy. That's my favorite part about Champions Field.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, just it really brings out a lot. And the players, you get to see what they look like, who has the ice. For the fans, I mean, the passion really goes into it. I mean, we, especially, you know, RLCS, that's been announced. That's going to start soon. We've seen over the course, especially last season, when you get to those game 5s to game 7s on Champions Field, it's always very, very emotional run. But here in Turf Wars, these two players, one of them is their run's going to end. The one moves on to the lower final. Who's it going to be?
These guys fighting for a chance to play AJ. That has got to be a scary prospect. But certainly they'd rather do that than go home early. Zapatos not going to be able to take his own corner boost. He's going to stay on top of the ball like he's always done. But Reysbull should be able to find an opening. And oh, what a save! You got to be kidding me! This time the announcer yells, "What a save!" And he's actually right. That was insane.
The ball was going into the net. He pinched it at the last possible second. Someone saved the replay. That was incredible.
That ball could have been 90% in for all I know. And Zapatos, he never gave up. Not like me.
Oh my goodness. Talk about a start. That'll woke everybody right up here in the venue. First minute's been quiet, but Reysbull will strike first. Even though the last one didn't go in, this one does.
Zapatos, he's just trying. He sees that ball falling down. He knows Reysbull is going to have an opportunity to take a shot. And so he's wanting to break up that play. That's why he goes up to get a touch. But ultimately, the patience from Reysbull works out. And Zapatos pretty much just passes it to him for the first goal.
A familiar, Reysbull definitely familiar with Champions Field. You go back to even talking to about his team Complexity when they were fighting for a major spot here against Space Station Gaming at the time. It's well earned there, and maybe even seeing if Reysbull can ice up on this field once again. So right now he's looking for a bump, but he's low on boost. Almost, if that would have popped off of the back of his Octane, could have had a chance to turn that around. Here he is trying to stop Zapatos for the air dribble, but very tense on the field. Both players not trying to give too much ground to the other.
Yeah, Zapatos has really been trying to take control of this ball and knock it back in final moments. Oh, he thought he could save it soft. I think he probably could have gotten more on it, but he was hoping to end Reysbull's possession right away. So he thought, I'll put this off the backboard nice and soft so I can land back down and control it. But that's not what happened. It went crossbar and in.
Did too light of a touch there, and it goes into the back of the net. Zapatos down by 2. It has to.
He's really like this fake kickoff. He's
Yeah.
been doing that a lot on the diagonal. It's been working for him. Man, does he love his wave dash. I don't know what the purpose of wave dashing into the sidewall there was, but it seems like it charges him up. Waiting for the next shot, he's got to get as many wave dashes as possible before he takes it.
Like a required 3 wave dashes before shooting.
Yeah. He's going to have a good possession here. I can't imagine Reysbull's going to be able to stay on this ball. After using up all his boost, Zapatos is going to have full field. He is going to flick the ball early, and I don't know if I really like that touch, taking the ball into the corner. Oh, wait,
He's
it's
bumped.
going to work out with the bumps, maybe, but Reysbull able to get back.
Zapatos still going to be full boosted, but so is Reysbull. He's only sitting at 75, but trying to send this all the way down to the other side of the field. Might have called Zapatos out, but Reysbull still looking a little awkward himself. Chance here, Reysbull playing this very carefully. Ball's behind him, but still looks like he has control over it. We're halfway through game 5. Reysbull it's only a 2-goal game. I mean, compared to all the other games in this series, we've had so many goals happen before this mark. But right now, it's just as tense as ever. No one trying to give up too much ground.
Yeah, everybody trying to play really, really safe. We'll see if Zapatos can keep himself on offense here for a bit. He's going to try and keep this in the air. Maybe go for a reset. And Reysbull challenges at the perfect time to meet him there. And the possession play from Zapatos. We saw this for like a minute straight earlier, but he wasn't able to get his goal. Even when he's not scoring, he's doing a good job of taking it back to the blue half. I like this bounce dribble, trying to feel out where Reysbull is. And he sent him up to the crossbar again, but can he pull it off? Reysbull's back, and he's able to intercept it. Can he get a quick counter? No, it'll still be possession for Zapatos, most likely.
Can he get to this one? He's trying, but Reysbull beats him to it. I mean, even when you go back to him in the midfield with those bounces, it was so light and so close to him. I mean, you can almost kind of feel the tension there. Is who's going to make the move? Who's going to break first? Chance. No, Reysbull is going to have to go back. Good clear out from Zapatos. And you turn around, boom, he's right there on top of the ball. Reysbull trying to take to the skies. It's going to get this carry, but not going to get too much out of it. It's a simple save for Zapatos. That being said, though, look at the clock. It's run down. Zapatos down by 2. Great save as the pinch comes through from Reysbull. It's blocked out immediately. It's still a 2-goal game here.
Yeah, we're a minute down. And those 2 goals, wait, maybe a third. The nice 50, and Reysbull is going to make it 3. He has got, look at the flex.
A sigh of relief for Reysbull. It was so tense. He gets to that moment, and he scores that one. You can tell he's like, thank you. He's able to score that.
Yeah, that was a very stressful few minutes there with neither one of these guys scoring. Crazy to keep Zapatos scoreless in the final game. Not an easy thing to do, but he's just been able to clean up every bit of his play, and he has the edge now. He's going to be forced off this ball. aZapatos another dribble straight down the field, and it's going to be hard to find the angles to shoot from that position, but if Reysbull makes a mistake,
There it
he
is.
can score.
One goal here for aZapatos, but 2 more are needed if he wants to stop the reverse sweep from Reysbull. He's got 39 seconds to do it.
And you know what? This is when aZapatos turns on. I think we're going to start seeing double, triple, flip, reset musties. This is, for some reason, what superpowers him up.
That's a good kickoff.
Possession slightly behind him, so he can't just take immediately into a dribble. Go on the ground. I like this coverage of this dribble. It makes it much tougher for Reysbull, but Reysbull's positioning on defense has just been so good. The counterattack is there at a 4th.
Another one there. Reysbull able to regain the 3-goal lead there. And you can tell everything was lining up to that initial challenge. You saw aZapatos going for their little slow bounces, seeing when do I activate. And Reysbull had a great read on it. It paid off big time.
Reysbull has just put on a perfect game. I mean, if you're going to hold somebody to 1 game or 1 goal in a game 5, that is a crazy thing to do in 1v1. And now he's going to take up into the air. I think he's got this. We only see 1 reset. And you know what? I actually would have preferred him taking a few and done something a little bit crazier just to get a shot off. He almost backed off of it, and that makes it possible for aZapatos to launch in a quick goal. And now it's not impossible. 10 seconds, aZapatos could do it.
Not impossible, you're right. We're going to have to see some magic here from aZapatos. 10 seconds left, 2 kickoffs or 2 goals at least. He's got to score here, tie things up. Let's get around.
Dash. Ooh,
Oh,
good
wait, he's
touch.
going to be able to score that.
Do it! Oh my goodness, aZapatos. He loves this wave dash kickoff. It works off. I feel like because he had such little time, he forced it so hard straight down the center of the field, something that he wasn't doing before, and it worked well. I almost feel like he should do that more often. But what kind of kickoff are we going to get?
Diagonal.
A diagonal for the final kickoff, likely, of this regulation.
Reysbull goes for it, does have big control here, is going to be able to get that boost. aZapatos has to challenge the ball, keeps it up, but it gets
There it is.
away from him, pinches out, and Reysbull will complete the reverse sweep. But my goodness, was that a close series.
That was an insane series. Reysbull, he almost had the reverse sweep last time. He saw it in his grasp this time around, and he got it all the way. And such close games. I mean, I love seeing these guys dap each other up after the game. It's awesome to see. But, man, every single game could have gone either way, but ultimately Reysbull gets 3 of them.
Yeah, smiles from both of them. It was definitely a close run. aZapatos had Reysbull on the edge, but sometimes when you back the bull into the corner, my goodness, you get the horns. And Reysbull, he came out charging. I'll say that, at least in the second half of the series. Very well done by Reysbull, but also, I mean, to aZapatos too, for this being such a new environment for him. I mean, he really left it all out there. I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, he played super well. You know, you never really know when a player who maybe hasn't been to a LAN before, hasn't been in these kind of competitive environments, how they're going to do.
Right.
I was super impressed with how aZapatos did the whole event. So I think he had something to be proud of.
Yeah.
Of what he did. And he's going to come off, like, what is it, 4th, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
So 4th is not a bad finish for aZapatos. Of course, he knows he could have had more. I mean, that was a really close series, but nothing to be ashamed of. And Reysbull is going to move on as we see them talking to AJ. This is the matchup we have next.
Reysbull versus AJ. You can see him chatting it up right now, talking about the matchup. AJ was in the practice room. He was getting his practice on. He was watching as well. That one is going to be coming up next here. And if the last match was any indication of what we have in store, my goodness, you're going to want to keep it tuned in. That being said, just for a production standpoint, is what I heard still happening? Okay, so we are going to take a quick stream restart. If you are here watching on twitch.tv/Rizzo, make sure to keep it locked in. Stream's going to go down. It's going to come back up. So just hit the refresh. Make sure you're there, especially if you want some more Twitch Prime shout-outs. Look, it's already glitching out on it. Got James by putting his hands over the camera, the thumbs up. Everything's fine. We just need to do a quick restart. So we're going to do that. We're going to be right back with some more Turf Wars.